Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. Eid al-Azha is being celebrated today to commemorate the supreme sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hazrat Ishmail alayhi salam. The foreign minister says freedom struggle of Kashmiris has reached a crucial turning point. Separatist groups in the Indian states of Manipur and Assam have said scrapping of Article 370 shows India's blatant disregard for the democratic principles. The eighth round of peace talks between the Taliban and the United States on a deal to end the war in Afghanistan has concluded in Doha. And now the news in detail. The nation is celebrating Eid al-Azha today with great religious zeal and fervor to commemorate the supreme sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. The day dawned with special prayers in mosques for the well-being of the Ummah and progress, prosperity, and security of the country. Eid congregations were held at mosques, Eidgahs in open places in all the cities, towns, and villages all across the country. People are offering sacrifice of animals to follow Sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, offered Eid prayers at the Faisal Mosque in Islamabad, while Prime Minister Imran Khan offered Eid prayers at Bani Gala in Islamabad. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister Imran Khan said no nation can progress without the spirit of sacrifice. He said sacrifice teaches us to stand firm against all sorts of difficulties with fortitude. The Prime Minister said Pakistan is passing through an era of social and economic difficulties. He urged the nation to cooperate with the government in efforts to revive the national economy. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and the Chairman Pakistan People's Party, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, offered Eid prayers in Muzaffarabad to express solidarity with the people of Kashmir reeling under Indian repression. A rally was taken out in Muzaffarabad after Eid prayers to draw the world attention to the Indian nefarious designs of ethnic cleansing in occupied Kashmir. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the freedom struggle of the Kashmiris has reached a crucial turning point. Addressing a news conference in Muzaffarabad today, he said Prime Minister Imran Khan, in his wider outreach efforts, contacted world leaders, including those of Turkey, Iran, and Indonesia, to apprise them of unilateral steps taken by India to change the status of occupied Kashmir and the fear of further persecution of Kashmiris. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Pakistan stands shoulder to shoulder with the Kashmiri brethren. He said preparations are being made to present the resolution on Kashmir in the United Nations Security Council. The foreign minister said China, being the permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, has been consulted, and Beijing has expressed complete solidarity with Pakistan's stance and is sure to provide support in this regard. Earlier addressing at the refugees camp in Muzaffarabad this morning, he said sacrifices rendered by the Kashmiri people will never go in vain. The foreign minister said the incumbent government is fighting the case of Kashmir at every forum. He said the people in occupied Kashmir are celebrating Eid al-Azha in curfew restrictions and they are not allowed to sacrifice animals. In India, the separatist groups of Manipur and Assam have announced to boycott the Independence Day celebrations of India in protest over annexation attempt of occupied Kashmir. The groups say Article 370 dilution and the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories disregards democracy. In a statement, the group said the scrapping of Article 370 and the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir without the consent of the people of the state show India's arrogance and blatant disregard for democratic principles. They said freedom from India's colonial yoke is the only way to save ourselves from being swallowed by Hindustan. The two groups said the political control of India by the Bharatiya Janata Party has enhanced the Hinduization process rapidly. The eighth round of peace talks between the Taliban and the United States on a deal to end the war in Afghanistan has concluded in Doha, Qatar. According to a Taliban spokesman, both the sides would now consult their leaders on the next steps on the deal. The deal would allow the withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan in exchange for a Taliban promise that Afghanistan will not be used by militants as a base to plot attacks abroad. Meanwhile, the American Special Representative for Afghanistan Reconciliation, Zalmay Khalilzad, who is also the chief American negotiator in the talks, said in a statement that hard work was being done towards a lasting and honorable peace agreement. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, go on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.